Then we have Julija Stoliarenko taking on Chelsea Chandler. Julija Stoliarenko is an interesting fighter to break down, right? She's got miserable takedown accuracy at 22%, but she's very slick off her back and has a ton of submission wins in her career. Her striking is a bit sloppy, and she is very hittable with a negative striking differential of about 2.5 to 4. But she is willing to brawl and has heavy kicks. She did prove some of the haters wrong in her last fight, though, with a beautiful takedown and then an armbar inside of a minute. And that armbar was not surprising, but that takedown definitely was. Chelsea Chandler is a powerful and well-rounded fighter who comes forward throwing bombs, and then she pushes you against the cage where she works for takedowns. She's incredibly strong and uses that strength to rip her opponents to the mat and then control them from there. She's not very fast or athletic, but she's tough, powerful, and never stops coming forward. Chelsea Chandler is the slight favorite here, and I totally understand why. She can march forward, bomb away on Julija, and most likely avoid being submitted on top. The issue, though, is you never know what you're going to get in a UFC debut. You might get the Joe Pfeiffer we saw last week, who shows up big time, or the Daniel Zellhuber, who we saw last week, who was clearly the better fighter, but just frozen. His feet were stuck in mud, and he just wouldn't let his hands go. If Chelsea shows up the same way she has in her last 4 fights, then she's going to win. So I got to pick Chelsea here. I expect her to get the takedowns, but again, I cannot be any more clear than this. Do not bet on this fight. Just watch it, enjoy it. If Chelsea dominates, then we've got some bets for her next fight. If she shows up starstruck, well, then let's go ahead, avoid her for a couple of fights.